Blessings and welcome everyone. Just a reminder before we begin. Your rising sign horoscope will give you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope may show up, and your moon sign horoscope will give you the less prominent side story that'll also be playing out for this 2-week period. Remember, horoscopes serve best when observed, like a weather or traffic report. You have influence over all outcomes with your thoughts, actions, choices, and deeds. Use the information that presents to help you make the highest choices for the highest outcomes. If you wish to schedule any of my services or like access to more content via my Patreon, follow the links below or go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Capricorn. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to the second week of March 2021 for you. And just a quick heads up for you Patreon people, the weekly astrology bonus report is up, and you can follow the link in the down bar below to my Patreon and check that out. I'm doing things a bit differently. It's not the big long live. It's a nice, condensed report. And what I have is on screen a list of all the signs and what areas of their life are being affected while I go through the whole rigmarole and, share with you what's going on, going real deep with every single aspect there. But in this video, I want to talk about an aspect that is starting this week, but actually picking up a lot as we go through the rest of March. And that is Mars recently moved into Gemini, which is your 6th house of work, reputation, your schedule, as well as anything relating to your team and your service to the community. Forming a sextile to Chiron in your 4th house of home and family, your roots, the domicile, living situation. And Chiron, remember, that's sort of like the baggage, right? That is the stuff that maybe has registered on our consciousness that needs to be cleared if we're going to have the best life possible. And when we have Mars sextile to Chiron, Mars is, again, the divine ascended masculine, the problem-solving, action-oriented, passionate planet. And so we're seeing something come up this week where you are stepping into a role where you are actually not only getting backed up, but supported in making some serious systemic changes in your community around how people are treating each other, how people are treating you, how business is getting done at the office, how business is getting done at home. However, with Mars, what you're also finding is that this is something that's also really shaking down a lot of the community that maybe you considered to be home, or you considered to be normal, or you just had been, kind of moving in throughout the course of your life. And you're seeing where a lot of unhealthy things, a lot of systemic problems have occurred at work and at home and with family. And all of this Mars energy is coming in to now start applying solutions. Now, it may be tough because some people, right, this might bring up some cognitive dissonance. This might, touch on some insecurities. This might touch on some pain points. Mars is not about psychological and emotional fortification and coddling. It's about solutions. And so you may be going through some weird growth moments over the course of this next few weeks. I feel like in your case, you're getting off a little bit easier than some of the other signs because I feel like a lot of this is stuff that you kind of want to see happen, but you may be experiencing some of that drama or some of that growing pain from people around you. So be prepared. You're seeing things go through a lot of improvements, but if people kind of like their crud, or if people are really attached to their toxicity, it's not going to be so easy on them. In fact, as we get onto your cards, when it comes to your spiritual themes of the week, we've got the Knight of Cups reversed. And so this whole week is about confronting things that maybe are unhealthy, that may have had good intentions, or things that are unhealthy that are being perpetuated or being supported either due to insecurity or due to a lack of knowledge of how to do anything else. And, you may be finding that, there are certain things that you have to unlearn yourself and that other people are going to be needing to unlearn if they're going to have the best job, the best relationship, the best family life, the best social life possible right? That's a very Chiron in the fourth house, purging of conditioning experience. But also with the Knight of Cups reversed, we're going to be pulling apart things that revolve around insecurities, that revolve around damage. You know, does this person's damage kind of run the office? Does this person's damage kind of run the relationship? Does this person's damage kind of run this social circle? And yeah, that's a pretty harsh way of saying it. You ain't seen nothing yet. Mars is all about, again, solutions, not fortification. So if hearing me say that kind of stuff makes you go, okay, just be prepared. This is, however, all about healing. It's just about healing in a way that's coming in a much more direct and abrupt fashion. And a lot of this is going to be coming up this week, and it will be worked through if people are participating. You can always work through it, even if other people are not working through it. Everyone has their free will. If they want to go down with that ship, that's on them. But you are going to be relieved of a lot of things that you know are unhealthy that you don't have to participate in anymore. Grammar. As we get on to your material shifts, when it comes to your work, your job, your finances, you actually have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And I do see a lot of you Capricorn people kind of coming into a place where you are at the forefront of confronting something that has been mistreated, maligned, or even is running the risk of becoming a total failure due to mishandling on the part of another. And this could be a financial matter outside of work, or this could be, again, something going on at the office. With the Queen of Wands reversed, it's important to understand that this situation, if it's not checked, will end up going into failure territory, because the Queen of Wands reversed is showing up to me as somebody who honestly faked their way into the status, the position, and the reputation that they have. They don't really have all of that stuff. That's all on the surface. On the inside, it's a hot mess. And what we're kind of seeing is they've set themselves up to fail, but not only, what makes matters worse is they've also set themselves up to fail everyone else. And you are going to be getting a chance to clear and salvage what you can. This may actually even boost you up a few reputation points. For those of you looking for new jobs, this can show up where there is an opportunity to step into a new work situation, but somebody that you are in direct communication with about this matter is not the one you want to be in direct communication with. And you're going to have to find a way to go around them or over their head and see what we can do to still make this work for us. As we get on to your spiritual theme, not your spiritual theme, I just said that. As we get on to your communications, right, your friends, relatives, other people in your life, you do have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And it does look like a friend or a relative that has been maybe kept out of reach, right? Somebody that has been kept out of availability due to maybe something that's been really tying them up, something that's been really high maintenance for them, something that's kind of kept them entrapped, imprisoned in some way, is now being freed. Because I'm seeing with the Two of Pentacles reversed, they are dropping something unhealthy themselves. They are purging something that has come between you as well. And so we have a really nice reunion coming in for you. Now, if this is not a reunion, because maybe you guys are on good terms, we just don't get to see each other, or we're on good terms, but, we've never been able to make anything happen together, this is the week where the ball gets rolling. As we get on to your challenge this week, we do have the Lover's card upright. And your biggest challenge is, understanding that loyalty as a compulsion is not really loyalty. It's just sort of voluntary servitude. Okay? Doing things because you feel pressured to do them doesn't mean you're being loyal to anything. Loyalty is a thing that comes from love. And, being compliant and servile to somebody or something because you're trying to keep it on good behavior, or because that's the value system projected onto the situation, well, it doesn't mean you actually love it. And you might want to check and see, do you love the things you claim to be loyal to? And when people are demanding loyalty from you, are they demanding loyalty or are they demanding servitude? Are they demanding capitulation? Because the Lover's card upright is saying you're going to have to pay attention and see where are the things that you might be loyal to be things that actually don't need to be held up anymore. You know, are we kind of fighting against ourselves by saying loyal to influences that are ultimately, we're not even loyal to them out of love. We're just loyal to them so they'll be nice, so they'll be on good behavior. Pull it back, right? The Lover's card upright is all about finding the equivalent exchange, the balanced, win-win, fair, equitable partnerships, connections, and yes, loyalties. And if you find yourself in situations where, you know, people are trying to play those games, you know, yeah, maybe they're reliving some kind of damage. You don't have to be there for that. You know, you really don't. You're not responsible for that. And again, loyalty without love is just being servile. As we get on to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you do have the Five of Swords in reverse. And with the Five of Swords reversed, I do feel a lot of you Capricorn people are actually going to be in a space where a lot of old business is getting wrapped up in a very, very easy way. When it comes to old business, I feel like a lot of you who are maybe curious about what's going on with new relationships. The Five of Swords reversed is indicating here that this week, while you might have some new relationship opportunities come up, the focus is on actually clearing and healing the detritus from a past relationship or old business from an old relationship so that the hatchet is buried and there is no more stuff to work through in that way with each other. And with the Five of Swords reversed, you're recovering something as well, whether it's, you know, energy, whether it's something material, maybe just bringing peace, clearing a feud, or again, old business. You're getting a chance to do that. Yes, I do see when it comes to new people, you will most likely be meeting somebody new. It's just not necessarily the big focus of this week, you know, and every once in a while the universe brings something back into our life so we can be like, look, am I done with it? Yeah, I'm done with it. Okay, bring on the next one. And that might be where you're going. As we get on to your coupled Capricorn people, you know, you are also going to be doing a lot of peacemaking and peace having, especially when it comes to settling feuds that may be going on. Now, this could be a feud that maybe as a couple, we and our spouse, our partner, have been having with somebody else, other family members, or something that we've been battling together as a united front, or maybe even settling a feud or a bit of a tiff between the two of us about something going on in the relationship or a road that we need to kind of come to an understanding about what to and what not to go down. This is a week where everyone is speaking up, but now that everything is aired, it's clear. So that is what I've got for you, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.